Oh. Welcome, welcome. I'm Yvonne, and you're listening to The Block Party. Well, let's see what we got going here today. We're going to put on some Nirvana. Yeah, I got all these different mouses here. My knuckle deep here. We're going to play a little bit of Nirvana radio, and you're going to get a little bit of mix of everything, anything that's Nirvana related, anything that goes closely into their category. So let's get a little bit of tunage on, and we'll be talking a little bit later.
so damn anything. Feeling understands the weather of the winter on its way. Feeling far between all illegal, all the same.
to be part of the wave, can't stop. Ever wonder if it's all for you? The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave, can't stop. Come and tell me when it's time to. Sweetheart is bleeding in the snow cone, so smart she's leading me to ozone. Music, the great communicator, used two sticks to make it in the nature. I'll fit you into penetration. for everything but steering. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. Mob dogs are happy when they feed you. J butterflies in the treetop, birds that blow the meaning in the leaf. But the world I love, the tears I just to be part of the wave. Can't stop, ever wonder if it's all for you. The world I love, the trains I hop to be part of the wave. Can't stop, come and tell me when it's time to. Wait a minute, I'm passing out, win or lose, just like you. Far more shocking than anything I ever knew. How about you? 10 more reasons why I need somebody new, just like you. Far more shocking than anything I ever knew. Right on cue. Can't stop, addicted to the shindig. Chopped off, he says I'm gonna win big. Choose not a life of imitation. Distant us into the reservation. Default the pistol that you pay for. Dispunk the feeling that you stay for. In time I want to be a best friend. Eastside love is living on the west end. Knocked off before you better come to. Don't die, you know the truth is some do. Go write your message on the pavement. Burn so bright, I wonder what the wave meant. Kickstart the golden generate hub. Sweet talk, but don't intimidate hub. Can't stop the gods from engineering. Feel no need for any interfering. Your image in the dictionary. This life is more than ordinary. Can I get you maybe even 3 of these? Coming from a space to teach you of the Pleiades. Can't stop the spirits when they need you. This life is more than just a read through.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. And then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-509-1453. That's 1-800-509-1453. Again, 1-800-509-1453. Call now.
When our water heater broke down last month, it was a nightmare. It took 5 hours for the plumber to show up, and he charged us a couple of $100 just to come out. Then it cost another $1,800 to put in the new water heater. By the time it was all said and done, I felt like I'd been taken. But what else could I do?
The smartest thing you can do is get a home warranty from American Residential Warranty. Their home warranties pay to repair or replace all your major appliances when they break, and they will break, and at the worst possible time. Call American Residential Warranty right now for free information on home warranties starting at just pennies a day. Don't wait for your refrigerator to stop running or your ceiling fans to stop turning. Call American Residential Warranty right now. Ask how you can save up to 50% on washer and dryer coverage. Just call 1-800-509-1453. That's 1-800-509-1453. Again, 1-800-509-1453. Call now.
Oh, now we're back. Sorry about that. I'm telling you, I will figure this out. I pushed the button will work. Anyways, we are back. Those were our commercials. If you didn't get that number, it tells you 20 million times. So, should be beaten to your brain by now. We're going to change it up a little bit. Change it to a little bit of the younger crowd. I don't know who's all listening out there, but we'll turn on a little bit of different music here. See what we got. If Sideshow you're listening, I know you don't like all that hip-hop stuff, so.
Yeah, you're going to have enough of that when I get on.
Right. If it plays here. There we go. There we go, here we go.
This how we from. Easy now, no need to go down. Easy now, no need to go down. Rock that, run that, this how we from. Easy now, no need to go down.
your bass. I'm your bass. I'm your bass. I'm your bass. I'm your bass creator.
Alrighty, and we're back. That's a little bit of techno to get your day pumping. If your brain wasn't already going, that should get it going a little bit for you. We're going to play a couple commercials, and we'll come back with a little bit more music for you. We got about 40 minutes until we broadcast you some news and some latest what's going on in the Pasco Hernando County. If anybody's just tuning in, you can watch us and listen to us live on YouTube, or you can tune in on a Spreaker and tune into Talk Shit Radio Network and listen to us and chat with me live on there. We'll get you a little commercials, and then we'll come back with some music.
Are you disabled? Has your disability insurance company wrongfully denied paying your claim for benefits? Or maybe you didn't even know you had a long-term disability insurance policy through your employer. The smartest thing you can do right now is call the Disability Group for help. Don't try to take on the insurance companies alone. Listen to how one phone call to the Disability Group has helped people just like you.
They were on my team. They were on my side. If anybody in my family needed, help, I would refer them to the Disability Group.
And you pay nothing unless you win your case and receive your benefits. The Disability Group will put you in touch with a nationally recognized and experienced team who will fight for your rights. Call the Disability Group right now for a free, no-obligation consultation. Remember, the call is free and could help you secure thousands of dollars a month in benefits. Dial 800-448-8604. That's 800-448-8604. Call 800-448-8604. Call now.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to AdamandEve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out AdamandEve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT13 at AdamandEve.com.
Limited time offer, 24-month commitment and credit qualification require. Cancellation fee, auto pay, and paperless billing and other restrictions apply. If you can't see the difference, why pay the difference? Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Only Dish brings you the best in entertainment for less than $20 a month. Cut the cable and don't get directed. Switch to Dish because at just $19.99, Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. It's so simple. The same channels cost less with Dish. So since you can't see the difference, don't pay the difference. Switch to Dish for the best deal in entertainment. Get premium movie channels free for 3 months, starting at just $19.99. Dish saves you every time you turn on the TV. Call now to save with Dish. Dial 1-800-518-1300. That's 1-800-518-1300. The same channels for less than $20 a month. Dish. Call 1-800-518-1300 for details.
If you or someone you love suffers from drug addiction, now is the time to utilize your private health insurance PPO plan. If eligible, receive up to $30,000 or more in substance abuse benefits with low or no out-of-pocket cost. We are the National Treatment Network, the premier drug and alcohol treatment referral service operating 24/7. We help connect you with facilities nationwide that accepts PPO private health insurance for substance abuse. If you have PPO substance abuse coverage and you need immediate admittance to a medical detox or residential rehab treatment center, call us now. Call our live referral helpline today. The call is free. This program is not available to Medicare or Medicaid customers.
Call 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. 800-296-0906. That's 800-296-0906.
Good morning, Vietnam! Hey, this This is not a test. This is rock and roll. Time to rock it from the Delta to the DMZ. Is that me or does that sound like an Elvis Presley movie? Viva Danang. Oh, viva Danang. Danang me. Why don't they get a rope and hang me? Hey, is it a little too early for being that loud? Hey, too late. It's 0600. What's the O stand for? Oh, my God, it's early. Speaking of early, how about that Cro-Magnon, Marty Drywoods? Thank you, Marty, for silky smooth sound. Make me sound like Peggy Lee. Freddie and the Dreamers.
The wrong speed. We've got it on the wrong speed. For those of you who are recovering from a hangover, that's going to sound just right.
Let's pull it right back down again. Let's try a little faster, see if that picks it up a little bit. Let's get up on 17. Those pilots are going right now. I really like the music. Oh, still a bad song. Hey, wait a minute. Let's try something. Let's play this backwards and see if it gets any better.
This new hit, Freddy is the devil. This new hit, Freddy is the devil.
Hey, hi, can you help me? What's your name? My name's Roosevelt Lee Roosevelt. Roosevelt, what town are you stationed in? I'm stationed in Poontang. Well, thank you, Roosevelt. What's the weather like out there? It's hot. Damn hot. Real hot. Hotter than this is my shorts. I can cook things in it. Little crotch pot cooking. Well, can you tell me what it feels like? Fool, what is hot? I told you again. Were you born on the sun? It's damn hot. You can be a little thing. I saw it so damn hot. I saw one of those little guys in the orange robe burst into flames. It's that hot. You know what I'm talking about. Well, what do you think it's going to be like tonight? It's going to be hot and wet. That's nice if you're with a lady, but it ain't no good if you're in the jungle. Thank you, Roosevelt. Here's a song coming your way right now. Nowhere to Run To by Martha and the Vandellas. Yes! Hey, you know what I mean. This is AFBN, rocking you from the Delta to the DMZ. AFBN, better than AFVD, which means you have to get a quick shot. We're moving on right now. Here's a little riddle for you. What's the difference between the Army and the Cub Scouts? Cub Scouts don't have heavy artillery. Hey, I'm Adrian Cronauer. I'm only getting 1600. Why? Because I have to. It's the Army. Talking out the field today. Hi, what's your name? My name's Bob Fibber. Bob, what do? I'm in artillery. Thank you, Bob. Can we play anything for you? Anything! Just play it loud, okay? No, I have to admit something to you. I just came from Crete with women that look like Zorba. Woo! Thank you. Those girls are just so pretty. Gomer, are you here in Vietnam? Yes, I am. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Linda, why did you name your daughter Linda Bird? Because Linda Dog would be too cruel. Ah, easy, girl, easy. You know, if you pick them up by their ears, it doesn't hurt them as much. Oh, you're going straight to hell for that one. Watch out over there. Here's an incredible coincidence. Ho Chi Minh, Colonel Sanders, actually the same person. You be the judge. Our lines are open. Something real special right now. We've got our traffic report up there on the Ho Chi Minh Trail. How's it going up there? Well, Adrian, it's not going exactly well. There's a water buffalo jackknife up there. It's not a very pretty picture. There's horns everywhere. I don't know what to say. We're going to maybe drop in a little napalm there and try and cook him down. Maybe a little barbecue. Got a special man in the audience today right now. It's Mr. Leo. He's a fashion consultant for the Army.
But thank you, Adrian. I'm just very happy to be here. I want to tell you something. You know, this whole camouflage thing for me doesn't work very well. Why is that? Well, because you go in the jungle, I can't see you. You know, it's like wearing stripes and plaid. For me, I want to do something different. You know, you go in the jungle, make a statement. If you're going to fight, clash. You know what I mean?
Thank you for that lovely tune, that funky music will drive us till the dawn. Let's go, let's boogaloo till we puke. That's about it for the Adrian Crown Hour. I'm going to take myself out of the driver's seat, but I'm going to turn you over right now to Mr. Excitement. A man with limp damaged hair, but nevertheless a fireball. Dan Levitan!
All right. We are back. That's a little bit of a Good Morning Vietnam for you. Any of you Robin Williams fans. Such a sad loss with that one gone. All right, and now let's get you back onto some tunage here. Sideshow, if you're listening, this one's for you. Get you a little Cruella going for your day. If you're still working out, enjoy your workout and pump it hard for everybody else that made that New Year's resolution isn't going to follow through with it. Pump it hard for them, Sideshow.
Drop down
Well, folks, we got about 3 more minutes in this segment of our show, and then we switch over to our news. We got the beats pumping still a little bit for you. We'll keep the tunage going for about 3 more minutes. Again, if you're just tuning in, you can watch us and listen to us on YouTube. You can tune in on Spreaker and chat with me live during the show and keep me occupied. More towards the week, we'll open up the phone lines and get that going, but I'm still a little new, so we're going to keep those closed. And then throughout the week, you guys can call in, request some music. Me and Timmy will play whatever you guys want to hear. But we'll get the music playing. Got a couple more minutes, and then we'll get you on to the daily news for today, get you up on your traffic and your weather.
Things we used to do and used to be. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free. You think about when the crowd is gone. It used to be so easy, you and me. I could be the one to make you feel that way. I could be the one to set you free.
All right, sorry about that, folks. A little minor technical error there. All right, well, let's get into some news here. Huh. Lou's taking off. Can I come, Timmy says? Can I come scrub your back? All right, guys. So how we doing today? Hope everybody's out there is doing pretty good. We're doing pretty good in here. It's a little warm in here, but how you doing over there, Timmy? Good. I'm just hanging out. Don't hang out too far, please. I'm married. Anyhow. All right, getting into the news here. So, it's nice degrees out. It's about, looks like it's 70 degrees here at the studio. 98 degrees humidity, or, yeah, 98% humidity degrees there. I don't do this very often, as you can see. No rain going on. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day out, actually. The traffic seems to be pretty good. I don't know any of you in the Pasco area, if you guys are listening. We've got a little accident going on US 19. It's between Arapahoe Road and County Line, it looks like. Yep. So if you're going that way, heading to work, it's going to be a little congested, so you might want to take a few more minutes out of your day. You know, hurry up, curl your hair, and put your makeup on. Get the hell out. Because you're going to be sitting there for a minute. In other terms, let's see what we got going on in the news today. Always more stuff going on than we really care to see. Hopefully it's all good. It's a little faster. Other than that, getting everything pulled up here. If you guys want to tune into Spreaker, you can chat with me live and listen to me live on there. You can also go to YouTube and you can look up Talk Shit TV, I believe it is. It took me a minute to find it. You can watch me live on there, and you can listen to us. If you have the number, you can call in and bother me. I can't promise I'll get to the phone, because I don't know how to push that button. but we will get to it. Looks like in Palm Harbor, we got a man that has died after crashing his scooter near downtown Palm Harbor. A 26-year-old Palm Harbor man died Thursday after he crashed a scooter at 2 a.m. near downtown. The man, whose identity has been withheld, was heading south on US 19 near New York Avenue when he lost control of his scooter and hit the outside curb of the Florida Highway Patrol. The patrol said the scooter to overturn and throw the rider, who was not wearing his helmet, of course, and was thrown onto the pavement. The man was taken to Regional Medical Center in Bayonet Point, where he later died. You know, I understand that Florida does not have the helmet law, and I understand you trust yourself, but there are too many people that don't drive cautiously on the road. Why not just wear the $50, $60 piece of plastic on your head that could save your life?
The thing is, they don't enforce the helmet law here. Am I on?
Get you on there.
See, they don't enforce the helmet law here. What I think that they should do, if they're enforcing the seatbelt law, they should have a helmet law as well. It doesn't matter whether you're in a scooter or a motorcycle. You really don't have to wear your helmet. I hear when you have insurance, but all vehicles on the road should have insurance.
Well, yeah, in a scooter, you don't even have to have insurance.
You don't even have to have
Under
insurance.
a certain CC, yeah, you don't have to have it. But I agree with you. If you're going to force me to wear a seatbelt, which is in a 2-ton metal, automobile, where I'm way safer.
You should be wearing a helmet, period.
You should be wearing a helmet. Well, my dad was driving down US 19 and actually saw a couple riding on a motorcycle with one of those bitch bars in the back. And she was actually holding an infant baby in her arms.
That's real safe.
Yeah, that's perfectly safe for children,
Maybe
do what you want, but, when we have to clean your brains up off the road, and your family's all crying and missing you, all it took was a $60 helmet. People, they just dumbfound me.
People don't care.
They don't give a shit.
They care about what they look like on the bike, not what they're going to be like when they're splattered across the road doing 180.
Right. My husband asked me the same thing. I was going to ride this scooter that our roommate left, and he's like, "Oh, if you need to use my scooter, you can use my scooter." So I didn't want to have my husband bring me here, so I was like, maybe I'll just take the scooter. Got to start it up anyways. He's like, "You going to wear a helmet?" Well, now that I've got this fancy little... I'm like, hell no, I ain't wearing no helmet. Am I supposed to have helmet hair? He's like, that's stupid. And actually, after thinking about it for a little while, I agree with him. If you're going to get on something that other people are going to be doing 60 miles an hour around you, put on the helmet, people. Just put it on.
See, you're confident in your driving. You're just worried about other assholes.
Oh, yeah. I'm very confident in my driving, It's everybody else that scares me. See what else we got going on. Polk County seems to be pretty thrifty this morning. Looks like the Lakeland police are now in the news again. A Lakeland police officer fired one shot at an armed man earlier Thursday, authorities said. No one was injured, and the suspect has been taken into custody. Around 6 a.m., officers responded to a home on the 600 block of West 9th Street after a woman told a police dispatcher he's got a gun. As officers arrived, the man exited the house through the rear door. That's smart. Gunfire was exchanged, and the officer fired one round at the man. Authorities said it was the third officer-involved shooting in Lakeland in 2 weeks. Law enforcement officers are undoubtedly on edge. Just locally, a Tarpon Springs police officer was shot and killed by a wanted felon on December 21st. And Sunday, shots were fired at two Pasco County Sheriff deputies who were sitting in a patrol cars monitoring intersection in Dade City. Now, this is where I have a problem, with our civilians and our police officers. Now, as civilians, why are we shooting at police officers just doing their job? I mean, they're sitting, patrolling parking lots, roads, anything. If they're doing their job, let them do their job. That's what we pay them for. And then for these other ones, I mean, if you're going to come out through a back door, I mean, I understand Lakeland police are always in the news, but when it comes down to it, it's not always bad. If they're not picking up prostitutes, then leave them alone. Don't constantly bring up, oh, Lakeland's back in the news. Who cares? They're supposed to be in the news. This is what they're supposed to do. This is their job. If somebody's firing a gun and he comes out through a back door, the cop's going to draw his weapon and he's going to shoot. Don't hate him for doing his job. And honestly, we need to quit talking so much shit. I understand we've got the Fergusons and we've got, all the other ones where these guys are, just abusing their authority. But there are still police officers that are here doing their jobs and doing what they're paid to do. So maybe we should just, as civilians, maybe we should back off a little bit on the people that are doing their job. Just leave them alone. Let them do their jobs. Why don't we not pay them to just sit around and fuck around? Because that's just a waste of money like everything else we pay for. I go into sports news, but I don't really know much about your sport, so your underdogs and all that, I know nothing about FSU. So if you want any of your football news, you might have to get that from Timmy. Looks like we got a retired police captain who fatally shot... Ooh, this is the retired policeman who fatally shot that father in the theater. For the last 10 days, Bay News has been counting down their top stories of 2014. And the number one story is, unfortunately, the fatal shooting that occurred in January at the Cobb Theater Grove in Wesley Chapel. To those of you tuning in, I don't know, if you haven't heard about it, we had a father watching a movie with his wife. I don't know in detail what the text message was or whatever, but his phone went off. He answered it, and the gentleman behind him, of course, freaked out. Some words were exchanged, a gun was drawn, and the father was shot. Now, a wife has been left without her husband, kids left without their father, and a man is now facing sentence of, murder charges over aggression in a movie theater. The story says retired police captain Curtis Reeves Jr. was arrested in the death of Chad Olston, the father. They had gone to the theater with his wife in Manatee, showing for the military movie Lone Survivor. When you go to a movie theater with your wife in hopes of a date night and something like this happens, I just couldn't even imagine that. But for, going back to these, abusing your power with even these retired police officers, I don't think that they should get to keep their gun. Now, I can understand if I am an advocate for gun safety, but when it comes to stuff like this, obviously I'm not. I mean, if you look into this guy's criminal record or his previous records through the police station, I'm sure there's something in there about him having aggression before. And normally that's what happens in these cases. These people have, just like with Ferguson and, all these other ones, they have faced other problems before. Aggression, post-traumatic stress, all these different things that contribute to them being like that. So personally, I think once you retire, you should relinquish your right to, because 90% of them, they abuse their power after that. They still think that they have authority even though they're retired. It's time for you to step back. And in a movie theater, that's just taken way too far. The temperature is still going pretty well. It's only going up a degrees. Like I said, I think it's going to be a beautiful day. It's going to be a great New Year's out for everybody. If you're traveling, it's looking pretty clear on the roads. I only see that one accident down here towards Pasco. Everything else looking pretty green and clear on my end. Still no rain and still nice and sunny and nice and pretty out. I got Timmy over here quietly not keeping me company.
I'm keeping you company.
Yeah. He's like, I'm in your space. I'm in your bubble.
I'm in your bubble. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing.
I don't know. I don't really have a bubble anymore with this hair. I just pop that bitch. Looks like a woman was killed and her husband was critically injured when their van crossed into the paths of traffic Wednesday evening. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, the husband was driving a Dodge Caravan west on Charles Street and attempted to cross US 27 around 5:45 Wednesday night. When he got to the southbound lanes, the van entered the path of a GMC Sierra pickup truck. The two vehicles collided, causing the Caravan to also strike another southbound vehicle, a Ford Focus. The driver of the Caravan was taken to the Lakeland Regional Medical Center, where he was hospitalized in critical condition. His wife, however, was taken to Lake Wales Medical Center, and she was pronounced dead. None of the parties in the other vehicles were injured. Authorities have not released the identities of the husband and the wife. Condolences go out to the family in that situation. Very sorry to hear about that. It's never nice to see, accidents like that. And the picture is, of course, a little horrendous. I will put that up on Facebook. Car's a bit mangled. It's never good when those accidents come out. Get that up on the page there. Let's see what's going on in other parts of the country here. Hernando County. Oh, it looks like they might start resurfacing our dusty Lime Rock roads, which would be nice. You'd think after Florida so long, why wouldn't you get rid of the Lime Rock roads? Why do we still have Lime Rock roads?
It's probably done this well, so there's no reason to,
They're like, even driving on it.
Yeah, drive on it. They don't want to spend tax dollars.
We lived on a Lime Rock road, and every person on our block would have had to pay, I think it was like $5,000 or $6,000 for them to pave our road. And I can understand that, it's working. But I don't know if you've ever lived on a Lime Rock road. If it rains.
I grew up on the island, so the island
you
was
deal with that.
a glacier with sand and no limestone or anything like that.
Low taxes in poor neighborhoods. That's why they're...
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, and property taxes... Property taxes are like less than $1,000 here. Mm-hmm. Whereas if you were up north in New York, I don't know where it is in other parts of the country, but for a 3-bedroom, you're paying close to $10,000 for property taxes, and that includes everything: the roads, the garbage. Here it's a garbage service that you got to pay for.
Yep.
In New York, it's all by the town that you live in. Also, the schools. The buses for the schools. Summer school programs for kids, have to go to summer school so they don't have to go to a different district.
Yeah, you don't hear about a lot of that shit out here. I mean, for Florida being this place that everybody comes to retire and die, I mean, when you really think about it, we're kind of behind in a lot of shit. I mean, we got all these dusty-ass old roads. We've got a lot of poor people living here.
Back in the holler here.
Back in the holler.
We'll call it the holler because that's really what it is, a bunch of crackers in the woods.
Yeah.
It's pretty shabby, especially with the dirt roads, I gotta say. And you don't want to go, if you're not from this state, you don't want to be in those backwoods because you might not come out.
You don't want to go walking down the wrong road, knocking on the door, because they will not offer you a cup of sugar.
When it says no trespassing, they fucking mean it.
Yeah. They got that shit, the make my day law, Step on my property, make me feel threatened. You've just made my day. But no, that's good. I mean, it's about time. So let's see what they got going on here. So it looks like they're going to be doing this in Brooksville. The Hernando County program aims to cure the headaches caused by the county's Lime Rock roads. Residents who live on the roads south of Brooksville used to drive on Lime Rock roads, which meant they would have to deal with lots of dust and dirt flying around. Really, honestly, that's the least of your worries. When it really pours and gets nasty out with your monsoon hurricane season, it turns your road into braille. Yeah. Have you ever ran your finger over braille? Yeah. It's like driving your car on that shit. Or when your Walmart cart hits that entrance right before the door with all the little bubbles on the ground, and it's horrible. It will mess up your car, your shocks, all kinds of shit. Flying up dirt is really the least of your worries. You got a black car that turns powdery white. Ooh. I guess it's all part of a 5-year county program to fix some of the messy roads. Let's fix all of them. Resident Ruth Mick says she loves the improvement to her street. I guess she had a really bad road, and now it's a lot better. The roads, she says these roads are nice now that they have done them because you can actually clean your vehicle and it stays clean.
That's the least of their worries.
Yeah, back to really, I mean, just kind of like with this, like what we were talking about the day of the cannabis when, we have that gentleman on. You're fighting the wrong battle. I mean, yeah, it's a good battle, don't get me wrong. I mean, it's good, but let's push some other shit to, back it up. It's like, okay, yeah, you want a clean car. Well, how about good rotors and, you don't want your tires to fall off or,
suspension
problems. Yeah, suspension problems. Let's go with that stuff. I mean, literally
undercarriage wear.
Yeah, your dust is the least of your problem. But it's good to see that they're doing something about it, because that lime rock is really, really nasty. Ooh, everybody's going good in Hernando County now, huh? It looks like the Hernando County Sheriff's Office is taking its Citizens Academy on the road. It's a program that teaches people about the inner workings of the Sheriff's Office, how they shut off their cameras. The topics each will include meeting the sheriff and his commander staff and getting up and close to the HCSO canine and civilian mounted units.
Mountie?
The civilian mounted units? You're mounted civilian? They're mounting us?
I didn't think there was mountains in Florida.
No, mounted, like you're being mounted. Yeah, saw those eyes.
Caught that wrong.
Yeah, civilian mounting units. I don't know what they're mounting, but okay. I guess we'll have to check that out so we can find out what these civilian mounted units are, because I'd really like to know. They say now for the first time it will be held in an off-site location, which officials say will open up the program to citizens with mobility issues. The first off-site location to host the program will be Atria Evergreen Woods, which is located at 7030 Evergreen Woods Trail in western Hernando County. I'm ringing over here. Well, that's cool. Might actually have to check that out because I am very curious as to what this civilian mounted unit is. I don't really like to be mounted by people I don't know.
I was going to say, really?
I don't really like when strangers mount me.
Say that for me.
Can you like take me out to dinner? Or at least tell me your name. I used to tell that to my gynecologist.
Dinner and a movie for her.
She'd be like, "Can you undress from the waist down?" I'm like, "Can you at least take me to McDonald's, buy me a cheeseburger?" Yeah, like something. Like, what's your name, doctor? Like, all I know is you're Dr. So-and-so. Like, can I get a first name? Oh, this was the one you were talking about, that 2 men killed in the fatal head-on crash here in Hernando. So to you tuning in, we talked a little about this earlier on Talk Shit. Looks like 2 people were killed Tuesday in a head-on crash in Hernando County, or on Hernando County Road. According to the Florida Highway Patrol, 2 48-year-old men in separate vehicles died when their vehicles collided at 4:35 on U.S. Highway 98 at Lake Lindsay Road in Brooksville. The trooper said that Timothy Allen Burke, his 4-door Kia sedan, was traveling southbound when his vehicle drifted into the northbound lane, striking the left front of the Dodge SUV. Both drivers sustained fatal injuries and died at the scene. I'll post that up on the page. Again, it's another one that cars are just... The one doesn't look very much like a car. So if you're a little more faint in the stomach about those types of things, don't look at it. Otherwise, don't give a shit. Puke your brains out.
Better than picking anything else.
Yes.
Pick your ass. But...
And pick your ass. You can pick your nose, you can pick your ass. No. But you can't pick your family. I don't even like to pick my friends. They kind of just pick me. Yeah. They're just like, oh, we're friends. I'm like, oh. Okay.
You want to be my friend?
I have a friend.
What's so special about me? What's so funny about me?
My motherfucking clown? Do I got a red nose?
Clown? I amuse you? Right, boss?
Funny. Looks like in Tampa, we got a police investigation of a homicide. It says here, Tampa police are investigating an overnight homicide. According to the police, a 30-year-old man was found dead at 1008 Bougainville Avenue. Officials have not said how the man died, only adding that the man suffered trauma to his upper body. Police said that the man, whose identity has not been released, has recently moved to the area from Honduras. Police said that they have found no evidence of enemies that may have wanted to kill the victim. However, they said they don't believe that this was a random act of violence. So, I mean, he's new to the area. I mean, this could be, not time to make any enemies. But, I mean, when you come in from another country, unfortunately, we do have very ignorant people here in America that, will do what you call random acts of violence. And, this could be a simple hate crime or, it could have just been a mere coincidence of wrong place, wrong time. And especially being out in Tampa, being new here, if you don't, not saying he didn't know English, but if he doesn't know English or anything like that, being in a new area, especially down in Tampa, probably not the best of areas to move to when you're new. But what do I know? I'm just a little white girl that wouldn't move to downtown Tampa. English, no English, not doing it. My first time ever down in Tampa, I hit the end of I was getting off the highway, and I was right there by Ybor City, and I watched two dudes jump another dude. And I said, I am not coming back.
See that a lot in New York.
He's like,
See that a lot.
Oh, dude, you okay? Here's your teeth.
Don't walk the streets at night in some areas of New York.
Right? I've never even been to New York. I want to go so bad. I want to try their pizza.
You'll never have pizza anywhere else again and like it.
I know. It might ruin it, right?
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't.
Especially working for Papa John's. fuck this shit.
Yeah, well, I say that anyways,
Yeah, exactly.
It's not that their pizza's not good. I'm an advocate of anybody's food, but I'm just,
I had pizza here one time a couple weeks ago, and the sauce was disgusting.
He's like, I just put it in my mouth and spit it out.
Yeah, I couldn't even eat it. I took one bite and I spit it out. Really, I did.
Look at the poo.
I won't mention any names.
What is this shit?
But their name was New York Style Pizza, which it wasn't New York Style Pizza.
It was a New York Style ripoff.
New York Style, but Florida made.
We watched a YouTube video on how to make New York Style pizza. Never mind, I'm fucking my cousin while I'm watching it. 5 on the board. Oh, you want 5?
Mike.
Oh, I got you covered, man.
Can you hear me? Oh, loud and clear, huh? All right, I got to run. I got to do a couple things.
Hi.
How's the pop filter work on this? Because this mic's bad without it.
Pop-up video.
You hear it?
Yes.
Pop-up video.
No, sounds good.
Pop-up video. Okay. I got to run out. You know how to end the show and then restart the show, right? So you're going to restart it, the block party, that and this and that. Guys, I'm listening to it on the other end. It sounds really great. We're doing it, man. 24/7.
We're doing it, man.
If I don't see you, yeah, right. If I don't see you today, I'll see you in the morning.
See you in the morning.
All right. Good job, Yvonne.
Okay.
Yes, most certainly. Yes. I'll have Angela let your old man in. Don't forget to turn this down.
Oh, yeah. Turn it down. Get it out of here. Get the fuck out. Okay. We don't need you.
We should prank him. We should prank him.
I know we should call him.
You're like, oh, what the hell is this?
When he leaves, we'll call him.
Prank us back.
We burned your house down. We left a drawer full of batteries.
A reverse phone call. Brooksville Bob would get the fuck on the phone and start figuring this out.
What the fuck are you guys doing? This is actually a cute little story. In St. Petersburg, a cochlear implant is an answer prayer for one St. Petersburg family. Looks like a deaf 5-year-old was able to hear Tuesday for the first time. Me being a parent, that's got to be I would die. I would bawl my eyes out to hear that, you know. That's just absolutely amazing. Bursting with energy, the 5-year-old David Orkov is the dancer in his family. He moves to the beat even though he can't hear the music. He loves the drums, his mother said. He was profound deaf on both sides. Hearing aids have never worked. David also has autism, making sign language tough. So he's got a couple of impairments. So this has got to be a great break for their family. Because just autism alone, I don't know if anybody, you know, out there listening has a child with autism, but my cousin has it, and I've dealt with a lot of children that have had it. Normal things for them, that for parents to try to teach their children, it's not the same. I mean, it's completely different. Everything that you would teach a normal child, you have to find a new way to teach a child with autism, because they get frustrated very quickly. So having a child that's autistic and deaf has to be a huge barrier there for the parents and for that child. Like the mother said, it's a challenge because you want what's best for for your children. Last month, David had surgery at the All Children's Hospital that will allow him to hear for the first time. The cochlear implant is what brought the Ukrainian and Russian immigrants from Seattle to Florida in order to have the surgery. David needed to be in good health, and he had been having allergy problems before they moved to the Sunshine State. I guess they waited 5 years for this, and as they got into the car Wednesday to head to the hospital where they turned in on the device, the mother says she can't wait to see his face, his reaction, to hear his mother's first words. David's face didn't disappoint. As the device was finally turned on, his mother said his name, and he looked up. The audiologist shook a rattle, and David turned to look. Everyday sounds to David were new experience, and his mother walked him to a sink and let him hear the sound of water coming from the faucet. David was mesmerized by the sounds of a humming elevator. To a 5-year-old who for 5 years has never heard anything, I can only imagine that being amazing. Because, I mean, I'm 24, and I can tell you, seeing and hearing, like, on the History Channel when they show you those videos of, like, hummingbirds, or when they, time-lapse videos of bugs and stuff like that, where you normally wouldn't be able to hear or see them, and now you're getting to. Me, personally, I find that to be amazing. So for this 5-year-old boy to finally get to hear all these things that he never has been able to hear before has got to be astonishing. That's awesome for that family. And now, even though he's autistic, now with, having that cochlear implant, now they'll be able to at least cross over at least one of the barriers that was hard for them, and their family to try and teach their child, right from wrong, how to write his name, all those things. It's way more difficult, if you can't hear and you don't do things normally. Changing here, of course, you get the good, and then of course it's drowned out by 20 bad stories. Looks like in Seminole, the man police arrested Monday for his role in a wrong-way crash that killed 3 people has bounded out of jail. Paul Edwards Polonwick, 51, bounded out of Pinellas County Jail just after 10 p.m. Tuesday. Authorities said he posted a $60,000 bond. Polonwick was charged with 3 counts of DUI manslaughter, 3 counts of vehicular homicide, 1 count of misdemeanor DUI, property damage, and issued 1 citation for driving on the wrong side of the road after the deadly Christmas morning crash. According to the authorities, Polonwick's blood alcohol level was 0.319, which to any of you that know the normal alcohol limit, which is 0.08, I believe, this man was about 4 times his legal limit at the time of the crash. The crash happened on Christmas shortly after midnight on Park Boulevard near the intersection with 131st North in the Seminole. According to troopers, the crash happened about shortly after midnight. Amina Martins, 82, died Saturday from her injuries. Her husband, 84, and their daughter, 58-year-old Isabel, died at the scene. Investigators said Isabel Martinez was driving a 2009 Hyundai Sonata east on Park Boulevard when the car was hit head-on by the gentleman. Her son, Matthew John Martins, 23, was driving another car that was involved in the crash. He suffered minor injuries. So this gentleman has been able to post bond after killing 3 people on Christmas because he decided to go out and get shit-faced drunk and not call a fucking taxi cab. Whether he has a house or money or whatever to post bond, 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter, 4 times the legal limit of alcohol in your blood, there should be no bond. They're really, I believe, okay, everybody deserves a trial, blah, 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 blah. I know some people believe in that. Personally, when it comes to stuff like that, that man ended his life when he got into that damn car, drunk as shit, and killed 3 people. We shouldn't have to waste taxpayers' money to know that he's guilty. I mean, he's guilty. And I'm sure, unfortunately, with the new 2015 year, we will see tons and tons more of these people. So hopefully some people this year will wise up and, it's not that hard. Call a taxi. And if you got all this money to go blow on getting drunk, I'm sure you got $20-$30 to call somebody to take you home. Or call a friend. I mean, it's not that hard. I'm sure you've got tons of friends. I mean, it's Facebook. So just don't be dumb. Just, if you're going to drink, don't drive. If you're going to drive, don't drink. I mean, if you're just stupid, just stay home. Because nobody really needs to deal with that shit. Looks like Dade City's got some good stuff going on. Looks like bullets were fired at this was the 2 Pasco County sheriffs that were on their routine patrol in Dade City. Yay. Got a new pen. I know. How do you know when a blonde's been having a bad day? When she's got her tampon behind her ear and she can't find her pencil. So they were doing their routine patrol in Dade City early Sunday. Around 3:30 a.m., the deputies were sitting inside their patrol cars in the parking lot of Northside Baptist Church, monitoring the intersection of 21st and Locke Street. 3 bullets were fired at them, authorities said. No one was hit or injured, but the incident has Pasco County Sheriff Chris Nucco beyond upset. He said, our deputies deserve to be safe and our family members deserve to have their loved ones come home at the end of their shift. And I agree with him. Like I said earlier, they're doing their job. I mean, they're trying to keep us safe. These are 2 cops that were actually doing their job and have bullets shot at them. They have families at home. They have kids at home. I mean, like I said, I understand that there are a few police officers out there abusing their privileges. But when you have 2 police officers being paid and doing their jobs, it's not fair for them to have to worry going into their shift. It's no different than, where I work during my day job and me going in to try and provide customers food and all that, and them have to worry about, are you washing your hands? Are you doing? You shouldn't have to worry about that stuff. You should know when you come into a restaurant that those persons are taking care of your food. Just like they should know that when they go into their shifts that they're not going to be shot at by crazy ass civilians. I understand corrupt cops, but we also have some pretty shitty civilians. So why don't we just back off, let them do their job, and for them, do your job. Keep your cameras on. Don't pull your gun unless it's needed. Don't shoot unless you're shot at. If you feel threatened, okay, but if you're not threatened, come on now. There are too many people and too many innocent lives being lost nowadays over drama and bullshit. Life is too short. Everybody grab hands and kumbaya over it. Come on now.
Let's smoke them peace pipes.
Yes.
Bury the hatchet.
Right? Roll one and just chill. Looks like in Homosassa, Citrus County family is dealing with the crippling loss of a loved one in their family. Says that pictures are going to keep 15-year-old Clayton's story close to his family now. For his grandfather, the new year will never be the same. It will always be a dark reminder of a young life lost. The tail end of 2014 has not been kind to the Sidney family. He raised Clayton since birth. He was described as a fun kid who loved to go fishing with his grandpa, and a teen with the ability to make people smile. On Tuesday morning, Clayton was out riding his bike, which is something he loved to do. His grandfather said that was his every morning routine, going to the store and getting some gummy worms. But this time, Clayton never came home. He was riding along US 19 in Homosassa. Investigators say he swerved in front of a car. He was hit and killed. Now his grandfather is going through old pictures, memories, fishing in front of his eyes of a young teenager taken so early. That's one thing I have to say about Florida that really kind of pisses me off and irritates me a little bit. We have no sidewalks. In Spring Hill, I mean, you've got a few, but even in there, it's too much of a family city. I mean, Tampa's got them a lot more than we do, but along 19 and all that, there's nowhere for these kids to ride their bikes. So if you live off a major road, there's nowhere for you to ride your bike unless you want to ride in a ditch, which no kid's going to do. So, I mean, how safe can it be for a young kid to be riding his bike off US 19 to go to a store for some damn gummy worms, and he's riding along cars doing 60, 70 miles an hour? And I mean, a few sidewalks. I mean, is that just like the Lime Rock roads? You know, I understand that, you know, our politicians want their coffee and shit like that, but I think our citizens need sidewalks and, you know, decent roads to drive on. You want us to live here, yet you want us to live on shit. It makes no sense. But I'm still young, so, you know, what do I know about things? In funner news, it looks like the Brooksville Library is going to have their annual 5K run. It will take place in February. If you'd like to sign up, the registration costs are $25 now, $30 after February 21st. The fun run is $15 and $20 after February 21st. Everybody that participates will receive a T-shirt, a goodie bag, and a post-race food and drinks. With help of the YMCA of the Suncoast health officials and launching a coach to the 5K training program starting Friday and lasting until February 27th. YMCA trainers will facilitate in the training in person through the social media. So if you are one of those people that likes to, you know, get out with your family, do a little bit of exercising and running, sign up. Looks like it could be a fun thing. I will post that on Facebook in case you want to check that out. To anybody tuning in right now, temperature's rising. It's getting a little bit warmer towards the afternoon. It's about 74 degrees here at the studio, 91% humidity. So it's real humid out today. Looks like we got 6-mile winds. It's not, you know, it's not too bad out. You know, like I said earlier, it's going to be a real pretty day. You got any plans for today other than the show?
No.
No? Just chilling?
Just hanging out.
Just chilling. I'll bring over that movie so you guys can watch that.
I want to see that movie.
I know, because you're all peanut butter and jealous.
Oh, yeah, I'm peanut butter and jealous.
I know. They hate us because they ain't us.
Was it a good movie?
I have to admit, dude, it tickled my fancy. It really did. And my husband, we were laying in bed watching it because I got it on my computer. And my daughter's now got my TV in her room because I'm tired of her sitting in my room wanting to watch TV. So I just put it in hers.
Got a little privacy.
Yeah, privacy, man. So I just watch everything off my computer nowadays, and I was in pain. I had a messed up neck. I got that. They said it was acute torticollis. I really think it's spasmatic because it keeps coming back. And I was laying on the couch or on my bed in pain, and my husband was laughing so hard that the bed was shaking. I had to tell him like 2 or 3 times. I'm like, look, I know this is funny, but you have to stop.
You thought he dropped a quarter in the coin slot for the bed to vibrate. Like in those old motels.
Did we steal one of those hotel beds?
Yeah.
Where did we get this?
How's your neck now?
It's, it's not doing too bad. I think it's stress related because it seems like I have more stress. My neck's like, yeah, screw you. But otherwise, it's doing all right. I'll live. We live to die.
Yeah.
Man, he's like, man. Oh, here's some local Spring Hill news. Looks like Hernando County officials decided to close a bridge on Osawa Boulevard after a fisherman discovered a hole underneath the bridge. And I quote, "There is certainly a hole in the ground. It could be a sinkhole or an erosion," said a Hernando County engineer. Yeah, it's a hole, dude. Yeah. Especially with Florida, we are what, sinkhole city? I would definitely close it down. Whether it's, it's underneath a bridge. And that's why I don't like bridges. It's a hole underneath a bridge.
But it's built on top of the road, not built.
Doesn't matter.
They don't
There's a hole
tunnel out for
underneath
the bridge.
The bridge.
So it's still above sea level.
Yeah, but what happens if a car drives over that hole hard enough? Want it? Go bye-bye? I don't know if I told you, I have a severe fear of bridges. Yeah. Like, I went to Las Vegas with my dad, and at Caesar's Palace, they have this bridge that connects the one hotel to something else. And they were all across it, and I'm just standing there. They turn around, they're like, "Where's Yvonne?" And I'm just standing there. I'm like, "I'm not going over it." They're like, "Oh, come on." I'm like, "No. If this thing cracks and breaks, it's at least a 20 to 30 feet drop." Now, I could break a leg.
It's not that bad. You can take that.
No.
You'll survive.
No, yeah, with a broken leg.
To another, you'll survive.
He's like, "I'm all parkoured, man. I'm parkour."
No parkour for me.
None of that shit for
I
me.
don't do that shit.
Fuck that shit. In other news, fuck that shit. Did you ever see that Brick Mansions? Nope. They got some parkour in there. That was a good movie. It takes place in Detroit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Detroit finally hits its worst off, and they literally take all the poor people of Detroit and throw them in the middle of the city and wall them off.
Wow.
Which, honestly, I'm not going to lie, I've been calling that for a while. I honestly think that's what they're going to do. I think they're
just brick them in?
Yeah.
A big bubble?
Yeah, and let them take themselves out, pretty much. Because they don't send in police officers, they don't do anything. They just monitor the outside of the gate so you can't get out.
Yeah, but the people inside, are they going to be trapped in there forever and ever and ever?
No, they monitor you coming and going. It's crazy. Like, you'll have to see the movie. It's actually nuts. But I don't doubt that it wouldn't happen. People are crazy, and the government's nuts. So, and it's who we're electing in. So, Obama spit a lot about change. He obviously ain't changing. If we want change, we have to, as Americans, read into our shit. Listen to the news. Watch the politics, Pay attention to who you're voting in, because who you're voting in is ultimately who's going to be taking care of our children and, running us. Making our choices for us. That's who you're electing. These people are to make the choices we want. That's why we elect them. Well, if you keep electing shit, you're going to keep getting shit. So, you can keep butter in a piece of shit. It's not going to make it a muffin. It doesn't matter how much butter you slather onto it. So, we're about 14 minutes away from the block party with Timmy. Where he'll drown your ears out with the hip-hop and the hip-hop anonymous. Hip-hop? If you're just tuning in, you can watch us on YouTube. Talk Shit TV show, I believe it is. Tune in to Spreaker. You can chat with me live. You can call in and you can talk shit with me right now if you'd like. Let me know what's going on. Any traffic or anything fancy going on where you're at. Otherwise, I will bore you with my random, Pasco trash news. Because, you know, in Pasco County, you know, if it's not, you know, drugs or shooting, we don't really have much going on, it seems like, anymore. Looks like in Shanghai, though, jumping countries, their 2015 begins with a tragedy. I'll post this. They got quite a few photos of it. It looks like 36 people were killed in a stampede during a New Year's Eve celebration in downtown Shanghai. The deaths, the worst disaster to hit one of China's showcase cities in the years. It occurred a half hour before midnight in Shanghai's popular riverfront Bund area, which can be jammed with spectators from major events. A Shanghai government statement said Thursday that another 47 people were receiving hospital treatment, including 13 who were seriously injured. The official's Xinhua News agency quoted an unnamed witness as saying people had scrambled for coupons that looked like dollar bills that were being thrown out of a third-floor window. It said the cause of the stampede was under investigation. So it looks like some jackass decided to play a funny ha-ha and threw a bunch of dollar bill coupons out of a fucking third-store window into a group of New Year's Eve spectators, I'm guessing. And they thought they were dollar bills and went
crazy for them.
Bull nuts. I mean, how shitty would that have been to... Literally, how would you feel at the end of the day knowing you trampled somebody's face for 100 coupons?
Pretty good prank.
Okay, yeah, true. I mean, it is.
Pretty good prank. I mean, look at the chaos that you just caused.
I know, but yet again, how could you feel after
they accomplished everything that they wanted to set out to do?
Huh. And that made their day just super great. Looks like in New York, millions of people crammed into Times Square to welcome the new year with kisses, hugs, and cheers after the giant Waterford crystal ball dropped at midnight. Mayor Bill de Blasio, flanked by his wife and 2 children, pushed the ceremonial button that set the 11,000, almost a 12,000-pound glittering ball in motion. Revealers from around the world waving pink balloons and wearing pink foam hats exchanged good wishes and danced at Frank Sinatra's New York, New York blade on the loudspeakers. That's one thing I do have to say that I want to go see is New York's big...
I did it back in 2008. It's too crowded.
Yeah.
Way too crowded to even enjoy yourself.
See, it's kind of like Gasparilla. Like, I want to go to Gasparilla so bad, but, I mean, I don't want to, like, bow people.
Where?
Ybor, the Gasparilla, they got the parade or something like that, or whatever it is. Yeah, it's kind of like Bourbon Street, you know, in Louisiana. They have that big, giant road that everybody goes down, parties. Well, my husband went to, I guess, this big, giant party, and I want to go because I want to see the event, but I am, like, the worst person in large groups. Like, I don't mind chatting with people, but it's like, I don't like watching people behind me. I don't like people standing behind me, breathing on my neck and shit. It's creepy.
Yeah, I've been to the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade, the Christmas Parade, and you've seen it once, you've seen it a million times.
If you saw it on TV, you've seen it live.
Yeah, well, it's a totally different experience. You don't have people breathing down your neck when you're at home.
Right, yeah.
But it's something to experience if you want to go out there and take a look at the floats, because those parade floats are pretty nice. And I haven't been to the Thanksgiving Day Parade in 15 years, and I've been there a couple of times, but it's something to see.
I have never been to that parade. I would love to go. I watch it on TV almost every year. I did miss this year, though, because I don't have cable. I know, my poor daughter, she's probably like, you fucking guys suck.
DVDs over and over and over again. I've been there.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Oh, I've done it quite frequently. And it's not that I can't really afford it. It's just that I grew through this, like I told you, a little midlife crisis where I just go like, fuck all this shit. Fuck it all. Fuck technology. Fuck you people. I'm going to myself. So I cut off the cable, cut off gym memberships, cut it all off.
Gym memberships. You're already skinny. What do you need to go to the gym for?
Well, I was going with my husband, to
Work out.
bond. And I have an impeccable sense of smell, and I cannot, like I said, I don't like large groups, and I do not want to smell every person I come in contact with. And walking into a gym room, I don't know if you've ever been to like the YMCA and shit. They're great gyms. There's just so many people in there that when you walk in, it's just a big giant cauldron of ass. Yeah.
and it's old ass.
Well, it's a mixture. You've got some young, buff, steroided out, sweaty ass. Then you've got some old, wrinkly, 80-year-old ass. Then you've got like the old, sweaty, 73-year-old, perfumed up woman ass. Yeah, so it smells like, what is that, white diamonds and funk. It's just like, blah.
White
Yeah. Liz Taylor's. White diamonds. You've never smelled that? That's like the traditional older woman perfume. White diamonds. Well, I can't say older woman because I know a lot of young girls that like that stuff too.
Smells like mothballs on old lips.
Wow. Something smells like an old rag.
Moths in here?
I never had any of that. Did your grandma ever put mothballs in your clothes?
Nope.
Yeah, my grandma didn't do that shit either.
They insecticide and pesticide. That's basically what
My grandma doesn't remind me of like a grandmother. Where most grandmas you got that like old, oi, come here. No, mine doesn't do that,
Mine doesn't do that neither. But.
She's like 76 years old and she'll be the first one to tell you like, she'll tell you all the time she doesn't swear, but that's not true. She'll be the first one that if she's mad, she'll be like, you know what, Yvonne, just shut the fuck up. I'm like, ooh, you need to smack yourself.
My grandma thinks hell is a curse word, so there's really no cursing in front of her.
Ooh, what do you do, Timmy?
I try to bite my tongue on my lip when I...
He's like, I just walk around with mustache duct tape.
Yeah.
What are you doing in there, Timmy? Cleaning my room. Killing me with that, dude. I'm telling you.
It was a stupid movie, but it was funny parts to it.
I fucking loved it.
Team America thing.
Durka. Ooh, they can understand us in that other country now. Just do the whole show like that.
Yeah. Mumbling.
He tunes in, and that's all he hears for like the next 20 minutes.
It's better than dead air.
Right?
Right.
Instead of being like Tony, just...
You get it? Get it?
Instead of the dead air, I'll just sit here, beedo, beedo.
We'll just play crickets throughout the whole entire time. Got that shit up.
Ooh, I'm good. That's a really long cricket. Lou, you need to cut that shit down. That is 9 seconds too long. It needs to be about like a second and a half. That's got all kinds of little cool sound effects. I like that. Oh, I sure can do that. It's all play pause. Play pause. What are you doing? Playing and pausing. Here's some cool little Space Center shit going on. I don't know if you're into like the Orion and all that space NASA shit. Of course not. I just like sports and bitches.
Not even sports that much. I only watch a couple of things like football.
What do you do with your time, Timmy?
I read a lot, actually. I read
Twilight?
fictional.
You like Twilight?
Yeah, I've read all of Twilight.
Yeah, I know you did. You cried too, didn't you?
No.
You're like, oh, this fucking sucks.
James Patterson's one of my favorite. He's a hack because he's selling stories to no-name authors nowadays, so then he can use his name on the cover, so then these no-name authors can get big, who are just starting out.
You can't write worth of shit, but here, use my shit.
Well, the thing is with James Patterson is he's got so many stories that he could tell. He says that he doesn't have time to write all these, so he sells them
to.
Well, how did he get them down to sell them?
What do you mean? How do you get them down to sell?
Did he write it down? So the other person.
He doesn't write the story. He just writes the plot line. Maybe the characters change, and he basically subs it out to.
Oh, I need to do that shit.
No-name author for them to write the novel, and it's.
So he's selling his
James
fucking
Patterson
ideas.
By Maxine, and another author.
No. It's Maxine by Maxine, motherfucker.
Yeah, but
you gave me an idea.
The story is, I hope it's because James Patterson, he's helping out these no-name authors, but he's in it for the money. I mean, he's sold over 25 million copies in his lifetime. So
he's like, I really don't give a shit about you. I just don't want to write anymore. I'm just gonna figure another way to make money.
He only writes a couple of books a year himself.
Yeah.
Maybe 2 or 3 books a year. But
shit, at that rate, he can just give up writing.
He puts out 10 books, with his name on it because it's his story that he's using.
Ooh. Well, we got about a minute left here, and we're gonna switch over to Timmy and the block party. He'll get your tunage going. Give you a last little bit of forecast here. Still 74. Humidity's going up, so it just looks like it's going to be a real humid day. But it looks like it's going to be beautiful. The wind isn't going too hard. No rain. It's not super cloudy or anything, so looks like it's going to be a nice day. Traffic, again, is still pretty clear. Still looks like that accident's going on. Yeah, they haven't cleared it up on Bay yet, so it still looks like that accident might be affecting people on that US 19 towards County Line. And then you got an accident at 54 at Madison Street in Newport Richey. So any of our Newport Richey people, if you're going to work or anything like that right now, watch out for that accident. Thank you for listening to us today. I hope you guys enjoyed yourself as much as I enjoyed mine. We will talk to you tomorrow, and enjoy your day.